There's a voice inside your mind that speaks to you every day. Sometimes it's gentle, sometimes it's encouraging, but sometimes it's incredibly harsh. It tells you that you're not doing enough, that you should be further ahead, that you've made too many mistakes, that everyone else seems to have figured life out, except you. And because you hear this voice so often, you may eventually stop questioning it. You simply believe it. When something goes wrong, it says, "I always mess things up." When someone rejects you, maybe I'm not good enough. When life becomes difficult, I should be stronger than this. But what if that voice isn't always telling you the truth? What if you could learn to speak to yourself differently? Not with fake positivity, not by pretending everything is perfect, but with honesty, compassion, and grace. Think about the private conversations you have with yourself. Nobody else hears them. Nobody else knows exactly what you're thinking. But you hear them every day. When you make a mistake, what do you say? When something doesn't work out, what do you call yourself? When you look at your progress, do you notice how far you've come, or only how far you still have to go? Most of us would never speak to a friend the way we sometimes speak to ourselves. You're learning. You can try again. One mistake doesn't define you. You don't have to have everything figured out. But with ourselves, we can become our own harshest critic. And when the same negative messages are repeated again and again, they can begin to feel like facts. That's why your inner voice matters. The first step isn't changing the voice, it's noticing it. Pay attention to the thoughts that appear automatically. I'm behind. I'm not capable. I always get things wrong. I should be better by now. Nothing ever works out for me. These thoughts can appear so quickly that you don't stop to question them. But remember this. A thought is not automatically a fact. Just because your mind says something doesn't mean you have to agree with it. You can notice a thought without accepting it. You can say, "That's what I'm thinking right now," instead of, "That's who I am." There is a difference. One of the most powerful changes you can make is separating what you did from who you are. Instead of, "I'm a failure," try, "I made a mistake." Instead of, "I'm terrible at this," try, "This is something I'm still learning." Instead of, "I always get everything wrong," try, "This didn't go the way I hoped." Notice what changes. The first statements attack your identity. The second statements describe a situation. A mistake is an event. It doesn't have to become your identity. A difficult season is an experience. It doesn't have to become your entire story. A setback is something you encounter. It doesn't have to determine where you end up. You can learn from what happened without turning what happened into a permanent judgment against yourself. Changing your inner voice doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. You don't have to tell yourself, "Everything is fine," when it isn't. Instead, practice truthful kindness. Say, "This is difficult, but I can take it one step at a time. I don't know the answer yet, but I can learn. I made a mistake, and I can take responsibility for it. I'm disappointed, but this moment doesn't define my future." Kindness doesn't mean avoiding reality. It means facing reality without destroying yourself in the process. Ask yourself, what is a truthful and compassionate way to say this? Not fake, not exaggerated, just honest and kind. Sometimes the inner voice becomes harsh because we're asking ourselves the wrong questions. Instead of, "Why am I like this?" ask, "What happened here?" Instead of, "Why can't I do anything right?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of, "Why am I so far behind?" ask, "What is one step I can take today?" Instead of, "What is wrong with me?" ask, "What do I need right now?" These questions create space. They move you from judgment toward understanding, from shame toward learning, from feeling stuck toward taking the next step. And sometimes, one better question can change the direction of an entire day. Your mind will produce thousands of thoughts. Some will be useful, some will be fearful, some will be inaccurate, and some thoughts simply don't deserve your attention. You don't have to chase every thought. You don't have to argue with every thought. And you don't have to obey every thought. You can simply notice it. there's that thought again. Then ask, is it true? Is it helpful? Is there another way to understand this? You are not every thought that passes through your mind. You are the person who can pause, observe, and choose. Comparison can make your inner voice even louder. You see someone's success, and suddenly your progress feels small. You see someone's career, and question yours. You see someone's confidence, and wonder why you don't feel the same. But you're seeing their visible moments, while living inside your own complete story. You know your setbacks, your doubts, your delays, your difficult days. You don't know everything happening behind someone else's picture. So give yourself permission to stop measuring your life against someone else's timeline. Your journey doesn't need to look like someone else's to be meaningful. You can move at your own pace. You can take a different route. And you can still arrive somewhere beautiful. Scripture offers a powerful reminder. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7 and Romans 12:2 speaks about being transformed through the renewing of your mind. Renewal doesn't always happen all at once. Sometimes it happens one thought at a time, one response at a time, one decision to replace condemnation with truth. You don't have to change everything today. You can simply begin changing the way you speak to yourself. One thought, one response, one day at a time. The world already has enough voices telling you that you're not enough. You don't need to become another one. You can be honest about your weaknesses and still believe you can grow. You can acknowledge your failures and still believe your story isn't finished. You can have a difficult day and still believe tomorrow can be different. So when that harsh voice speaks again, pause, listen, question it, and choose your response. Not every thought deserves a permanent place in your heart. The next time you hear that familiar voice telling you that you're not enough, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, would I speak to someone I care about this way? If the answer is no, change the sentence. Not into something fake, into something true, something patient, something that leaves room for growth. You are still learning. You are still becoming. You are still allowed to begin again. Your inner voice doesn't have to remain the voice you've always known. It can become wiser, kinder, more honest, more hopeful. So speak to yourself with grace. Correct yourself without condemning yourself. Challenge yourself without destroying yourself. And when you fall short, remember, falling short in one moment does not mean falling short of your entire future. Your story is still being written, and perhaps one of its most important chapters begins when you finally learn to speak to yourself differently. If this message found you at the right moment, stay close. There are more gentle reminders ahead, more reasons to hope, and more ways to grow.